In this video, we're going to be talking about the conversation of salary and salary range. And usually this comes about in the beginning of the interview process, typically through a phone screen. And it's important to prepare for this conversation before it happens. So considering your expenses, your lifestyle, your financial commitments, even your most recent salary. Think about the low end of the range in two ways. The low end of the range that you feel really comfortable that you can walk away from, and the low end of the range of a certain range that you would absolutely accept, you would feel positive about the offer, you wouldn't feel disgruntled. And then also just knowing very confidently what your mid-range is. LAK's advice and many professional advice is to defer the salary range conversation if possible, because this then gives you more leverage later down the road during an offer, because now the organization will hopefully do whatever it takes to bring you on board. But if asked in the phone interview timing of your salary requirements, you can simply say that you would like to learn more about the role and how you can contribute to the team before really discussing your current compensation. Or you can say, I'd rather not talk in detail about money this early in the process. I'd like to first learn more about the job and the company. However, if the individual asking the question still wants to have you give a range for the position, you can in a very conversational manner, sound very curious and say, well, I have been curious about the pay. So what is the salary range? And hopefully at that point, they'll share the range for the position, and then you could customize your answer accordingly. However, in some instances, they're still not going to disclose the range. And so what you could say is, based on my research, I understand the salaries may be around 85 to 115,000, for example, for similar positions. Is that consistent with your salary range? And hopefully they will answer you. But then you can provide a range. Well, I'm looking for something around 85,000 to 100,000, give or take, because it reflects my skill and experience. But this could change based on what I learn about the role and the full benefit package. I highly encourage you to discuss the conversation of compensation with your coach, and also make sure just to prepare before these conversations happen.